The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 194, Nasdaq up 96, S&P's up 31, gold contract trading up 1360 at 17.44 an ounce. You get silver up 37 cents, $17.88 an ounce. Light sweet crude caught a bid here, up $1.35, $40.19 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year. Down 6 ticks, trading 138.20. The 30-year up down 22 at 176.23. And King Dollar down 76 ticks, trading 97.344. The euro's at 112. The yen is at 106.84, and the British pound is at 123 to 1 U.S. dollar. Welcome to option expiration, folks. We had a nice option expiration on the futures at the open. If you want to see how they can goose these futures that are expiring on the open, wait till you see this. You know, we'll go and take a look at that. Look at that, Tom.
Oh, big time. That
future market, you know, what quad witching, folks, is that what you have is that on the opening tick, the bottom line is that the options on the futures that of this month actually expire, and you can see they just jammed that baby all the way up. They actually jammed it up. Well, I guess they closed the closing tick at 31.61. But check this out. That must be a bad tick then.
It must be, because I don't have that actually on my ES chart. Just in Thinkorswim.
I got 31.69, man.
I think it's higher in.
Yeah.
No, that's up to almost 31.96.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Not 31. Yeah, 31.96. I think it's a 60 point, erroneous. Nonetheless, it was still. I mean, it's almost. You were at 31.44 at 9:15, right up at that level, and you sold off a quick 15 points.
Yes.
And you're kind of like right up at the highs of the week.
No, there's no doubt, man. And so, we'll see. Bottom line, we know we're kicking into summer trading. That being said, folks, we have a shot of getting a little bit more volatility out here. What we did do, I believe that, let's see, NQU, if the NASDAQ futures actually made their high. Let's see.
Not quite.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. So it's 10,140 on this one. We got to 10,112.
Yeah, 30 or 40 points away.
What's wrong with that NASDAQ, man?
I don't know, man, because all of the, the big guys, you got Microsoft at all-time highs, man. Just missed $200 by like 16 pennies. I think Apple shares at all-time highs. 356.95. Is that an all-time high? It is. All-time highs for Apple. All-time highs for Microsoft. So it seems like they're leading the charge.
No doubt. If we go inside that NDX 100, this is impressive. Micron Technologies up 3.9%. You got Western Digital up 3.7%. You get CDW up 3% and XPI. So those are chip stocks in there, man.
Yeah, Micron, Western Digital, and XPI for sure.
That's amazing that NDX couldn't get the new all-time highs yet.
There's something holding it down, man. There's something. And AMD is up 2.2% too. They're just not up there. So
wow. So taking away from it, shot money here. JD's down 1%. Big deal. Broadcom's off 1%. eBay's off 0.6%. Pretty wild, man.
Your screen, just taking a look at it, man. I was looking at it when the show was just getting ready to start. I don't know if we've seen this much green on that screen in a long time, man. The only thing that's red, it would make sense. You got notes and bonds, right?
Yep.
And then you got the yen, the pound, and the dollar index. All of those, though, barely. The yen, 13 ticks. The pound, 3 ticks, basically. And the dollar index, 98 ticks.
Right.
Across the, excuse me, oil, gold, silver, the DAX, foreign markets, all the gold stocks. You got Apple, the Qs, the SPY, the XLE, XLK, everything. It's just, I was looking at it getting ready. We haven't seen that in a while, I think. No. We probably, it's just stark, man. It's just quite an acceleration into quad witching and the week.
It is. And we needed this into the gold market today, because the bottom line is that that baby, it was going sideways. We needed this baby to catch a bid, and it caught the bid. So it's going to be intriguing watching this shake out today, folks, because, if we look at the GDX, that's sticking its heads up. Bottom line is that you're up 77 cents right now. You get into Newmont, you're going to see they're all catching a bid. So the real question is going to be, are you going to get that bid all day long out here?
Sure.
We'll see how this shakes out. The dollar still has some selling pressure in it. There's no two ways about that. And what's intriguing about that, folks, is that the euro, okay, that's set up inside the euro. Bottom line is that that's catching a small bid, but the British pound, man, I mean, this thing is weak. So the pound doesn't have as much weighting structure inside the U.S. dollar, but it's something that you got to keep your eye on. But today, Friday, coming into the weekend, the bottom line is that the gold market, the silver market is absolutely catching a bid. There's no, and that is a huge positive, folks. Okay, because Fridays can get very nasty, man.
It'll be interesting with the quad witching going through the day, some volume, some volatility regardless. The cases, of course, spiking. Florida above 3,200, I think it was, for yesterday. Arizona, Texas. The volatility, man, just this week, you can't overstate it. I mean, we traded from that low Sunday night / Monday morning, 2 in the morning Monday, 29.23. You trade up 230 S&P points in about 28 hours to early Tuesday. And then what's crazy is, this sell-off on Tuesday, and I wonder if we'll ever see anything, in the span of basically 45 minutes, you traded from 31.42 down almost 80 S&P points to a low of 30.63. In a week that we've basically, though, just been hovering in this range, right, since that acceleration higher, maybe from like 3,080, maybe 3,100, and the fact that we just sold off 10 points from the top of that range, maybe look for a little bit of a sell-off, man, because we are at the top. We're at the top of that range. Maybe you could say the top of the range is the highs that we had recently in terms of 3,200, but realistically, we've been bouncing here for a while, and it wouldn't be the end of the world if you ticked back down to 3,000. But guess what? That's 120 S&P points, man.
Hey, that's a couple blinks.
Hey, in this market, it really is.
And particularly as folks on option expiration, because what you don't know, and this is where this whole thing comes down, you get the options that are already expired, and now the question is that where is the operators lining up? That's what this comes down to, okay? It's not that they're lining up right at this particular point, but you got to remember something. As soon as you get the option expiration happening, everyone is trying to line up on whether it's a bull, whether it's a bear. They're lining up their trades right now, basically coming out for the next couple of months. That's how this thing is shaking out. All that bread is coming off today. Now, of course, the majority of it is going to come off at the end of the day as people, basically take these out. But
just on the chart, just looking at it, there was just so much price action that took place around that 3,100 this week. We were there on Friday to a high of like 3,076, but we accelerated so much higher. And then, just on my chart, the amount of times that the S&P was ticking around higher, lower, around 3,100. And guess what? We were just higher, man. And we saw each time we were up there, boom, we traded down to almost 3,060 almost every time we touched that number.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's up 200, Nasdaq's up 105, S&P's are up 32. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 216. The Nasdaq's up 107. S&Ps are up 33. Let's go inside the Dow, folks, and Tom, and see what we have moving out here. Look at that. There's only 2 stocks that are in the negative in the Dow. Pretty amazing. So what is RTX? Oh, Raytheon. I should know that. Okay. So Raytheon's putting 1 negative point, and J.P. Morgan's put a half a point in.
Shame on J.P. Morgan.
Isn't that wild? So Apple's the mover out here today, folks. Apple's putting 23 positive points in the Dow. Microsoft 18, United Health 17, Procter & Gamble 16. Bottom line is that that's not a big number for the Dow Industrials. There's no doubt.
Nope. No. Hey, how about, can we jump around a bit? Did you see the story about the company Wirecard?
Yes.
And the missing $2.1 billion they're dealing with?
This is here. I'll bring this up in Germany, folks. It's a German company. And you want to see something that it got cut in half yesterday, and today I think it got cut another third. Yeah. So this is the chart from yesterday.
Yeah.
It went from, this is in euros, 101 euros down to 29 euros in one day. How can you not know where $2.1 billion is?
Yeah, right? I don't believe that that's right. I mean, that's the, I had the Bloomberg article up there as well, and one of them, so you have the chief executive, Braun, Marcus Braun. He resigns, and Braun's exit comes, in their words, after a catastrophic few days, which suffered a share price collapse after the 2 Asian banks that were supposed to be holding the missing cash denied any business relationship with the company.
Yeah.
What is that, man?
It's going to be a monster fraud. That's
it is. I think so. I think so.
This is so sad when something like that can happen. What blows my mind is that how, well, hey, we know that it happens, but when you see something that's that large, it's like, okay, where are those auditors, okay? You know what I mean? It's like, you know.
So you have his exit follows statements by BDO Unibank, the Philippines' largest bank by assets, and the Bank of Philippine Islands. So 2 Philippines banks, which said on Friday that Wirecard isn't a client. It was a rogue employee who falsified documents and forged the signatures of our officers, BDO said in a mobile phone message. So it looks like, you have somebody, at least from what the bank is saying, that they just took documents and forged a bank executive signature, and the bank wasn't even involved. That's remarkable. As I stutter on my words, right?
Yeah, there's a process, folks, that's not in place. Someone is not paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't care how big your company is. If you don't know, as the CEO, where your money is, you have a freaking huge problem.
And where's the accounting? So denials from BDO and BPI follow a statement on Thursday from Wirecard, which claimed that the auditor, Ernst & Young, could not confirm the location of the missing cash that was supposed to be held in Asian banks. It reported the spurious balance confirmations had been provided. Spurious balance confirmations. What does that exactly mean, right?
Yeah.
And how does it happen? How does that happen? I mean, you have a company like Ernst & Young. How does it happen that company is worth tens of billions of dollars? They started... The September of 2018, they were worth almost $25 billion, euros. And so what? They just did that on a statement that said with a forged executive signature from a Philippines bank that said they have $2 billion in that bank.
Yeah, crazy.
I can't wait to find out more about it, man. Pretty remarkable.
It's over the top, man. I mean,
it's just intriguing in many ways. Exactly, man.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities, and we will get volume in the market today, folks. You get Ford Motor Company's up 18 cents. Advanced Micro's up 85. You get Boeing up $1.37. Not a lot of movement out here. Facebook up 3.15.
Okay.
So I heard yesterday when you were doing the news yesterday, right? Was it that Facebook is going to allow you to not listen to political ads, right?
Turn off political ads, right? That's one of the first good things I've heard come out of Facebook, maybe in decades. No, I joke, but but yeah,
devil, man. We'll see where this shakes out, but that's a big deal.
It is. I thought it was a big deal too, and I don't think it received enough even attention,
right?
Because man, I was saying to somebody just yesterday. Political ads already starting in Florida, right? And I said, oh my God, do you know how many ads we're going to see for the next 4 or 5 months? Florida, huge swing state, huge battleground state.
Yeah.
We just see ads. I mean, New Hampshire sees them too. There's all that stuff, but we're one of the states, man. There's for the next 5 months.
We had that station back in New Hampshire.
Yeah, right. To own airwaves in a hotbed political race.
Folks, I'm telling you, and Tommy knows, you've never seen anything like it because the station we have in New Hampshire, every single day he'd be waking up because he had to leave the house. Well, you left the house at 5:30 in the morning to get to the
New
station.
Nashua.
And guess what, folks? FedEx is every day because what ends up happening is that political ads have to be paid for prior to it.
Yes.
And we had a small station, and if we ever told you the amount of bread that came in, it was sick. I mean,
and it's good they do it that way. Number one, all stations have to give them the what do they call it?
1590. That's so funny. Look at that.
There we go.
Man, that was a long time ago.
It sure was.
1590. Man. That was the name.
I was right out of college, 2002. So you had it started just before that. Yeah.
Wow, 2002, and it's 2020.
That it is.
How did that work? What happened?
I don't know. Tell me if you find out, man. I've been wondering myself.
Oh my God.
I think a lot of our listeners are wondering how 2000 turns into 2020 in a heartbeat.
Jesus. Let's go to John in Orlando. Hey, John, what's happening, brother?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Happy Father's Day to you guys.
Yeah, happy Father's
Day. Morning, John. Happy Father's Day, man.
Hey, I read that story you guys were talking about, and this is like debit cards that are currency, digital currency. So is that like the little guys lost their money?
Which story now are we talking about now?
Wirecard, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
like
I would
debit
say
card.
that the shareholders are going to lose all their money. Well, maybe the next thing is if Wirecard. Maybe the next thing is that's all they need. So Wirecard is a. Oh my God! This would be really crazy if then on their debit cards they don't have any money.
I think there's some big banks behind it that might hit it. So this is
Internet Payment and Processing Services. The company provides software and systems online for payment, electronic funds transfer, fraud protection. Yeah.
Priceless.
Yeah.
So what they say in this article, German and Chinese banks are most exposed to the company's 2 existing revolving facilities worth almost 2.5 billion euros. 10 of the 18 existing lenders are committed to both revolvers. And then what they say is that banks typically take and hold that credit facility for high-grade companies, which Wirecard was. So those banks are probably holding that that facility instead of selling it off and making the spread. Yeah.
Unreal.
Incredible. The fraud. But can you take a look for me at Newmont?
Newmont, you're finally catching a bid here. Just stay right there, folks. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at a few of these gold equities. Gold, Dow Industrial's up $1.99, Nasdaq's up 101, S&P's up 31. Tommy and I and John from Orlando will come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up $1.80, Nasdaq up 96, S&P's up 29. We're talking with John from Orlando, and he has some options on Newmont. Is it July you have, the July strikes?
Yeah, July 24th.
Okay.
I bought them at 325. I'm up a little bit.
Okay. So what you have out here today, I mean, gold's catching a bid out here today, no doubt. You know, you're up 84 cents. Now, Newmont is not that strong compared to the rest of them out here this morning. It doesn't mean it won't basically get going to the upside. But if you do take, like if we go over and take a look at Barrick just for a second. Now, what happens, folks, inside the gold market, which is really cool, the gold market is so small that when you own a gold equity, the bottom line is that what I do is this, I go to a whole bunch of them, and so you can kind of get a feel of where that whole market's going, and you want to see, okay, do we have more volume coming in or not volume coming in? Most of them strong versus not. Today, what we do have out here is that you get both. You get most of them strong. You get some volume behind the move. If it keeps up, meaning going out throughout the day, we should have volume in them also. And because it's option expiration day, your probability is pretty good that that will happen. Now, that's the bull side of it. The bear side of it would be that, you know, we get summer trading too. Do you know what I'm saying? Is that meaning that the volume could drop off? Because what we did have yesterday, remember Tommy and I were on the air in the morning, the gold contract had great volume. And what ended up happening is that, here, I'm going to bring it up because I want to show you this, folks, okay? We had, this is going to be a great indication, too, because yesterday, when we were actually on the air, I remember when I brought this up, it was like, wow, man. Okay, we had, I believe it was something like, it was over 95,000, okay? It was, I know what it was. It was 129. And then what ended up happening is that we only did 154 all day. So it's like, okay, man, this thing died off. Now, right now, we're at 95. This is strong, and it looks to me like it's going to break topside. The silver market is saying that silver is dragging up gold right now. Silver is really strong, and the way silver trades, this thing could basically go ballistic today. You're up 42 cents, but we can get up 70. And if we do, you'll see this whole metals market really start moving. But at this particular point, I think we got action in the metals market today, and basically it has it all right now. Let's put it that way. Do you know what I mean? So
good news. Can you look at real quick at Costco for me, please?
COST. So the low's 260, the high's 325. Look at these stocks, man. We just
$132 billion company, man.
Seriously, right? Okay, so you get a sideways move here. I mean,
yeah.
It looks to me. I mean, you get a consolidation.
Coming up, they should be busy.
I'm sorry, what?
With 4th of July coming up, they should be busy, you know, with shopping and all that.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt. Listen, man, you know, the meat at Costco, folks, is phenomenal. If you've never been there, I mean, they got good. They know how to do this. You know, you get a consolidation. You know, can it go back to 315? Yeah. I mean, this has been. You can see this. This has been a consolidation since August of August of 2019. You know, so
I don't get why fundamentally just a company like that and isn't above where it was at prior to COVID.
Yes.
Just to something to be
compared to the rest of the market, you mean?
No, just price wise. I mean, if you own this stock in January 27th, you were at $315. You own it today, you're at $300. Since January 15th, hasn't Costco had lines out the wazoo, right?
Yes.
So what's going on in that equity that it's worth less today than it was 5 months ago before the stores are filled and people are stocking up? You're cooking a lot more at home. You're doing all this stuff. You're stocking up. Maybe there's something I would just fundamentally, I say, why is that happening, man?
I don't know. I love about what you just said. So check this out. It seems that you can always find out more. This is my own perception of not what things have done, but what they haven't done. So when you just laid out, right? Where my head goes is that, okay, Costco might be right, but then the rest of the stocks are wrong.
Sure, sure.
And I love it, folks, when it's set up like that, because I've found it's a better inclination of what is actually happening, So we're going to find out what's priced out right. That's the bottom line.
Now, the other side of that, right, to look at it is that, man, if you were in Costco, you actually weathered this pretty well. You never had that much volatility. You only traded from 325 down to 280. Most stocks got cut in half, right?
Yes.
So that's the other side of it, right? You were only down a bit because everybody was like, no matter what, Costco is going to be fine. But still, there's no, I don't know. It's a good point in both directions. We'll see.
Yeah,
I think it's too much exuberance in the market. You look at Tesla. Tesla is over 1,000. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, I don't know if that's crazy, man. That's where have you been in a Tesla?
No.
Okay. Everyone that hasn't been in a Tesla, you got to I've only taken a ride in a Tesla, but let me tell you something. If you like cars and you like sports cars, I was the one I was in. A friend of mine has one, but he has the inexpensive one, and I have a very fast car, folks. Okay, the bottom line is that this inexpensive Tesla will blow away my car. It was like, oh, you can go back like this on the inexpensive one. It's like, okay, man, they have something, man. Yeah, and once you get in it, it's like, man, I mean, it is what it is, man. And
you talk about a company that might not have something. How about that Nikola company? Did you send me the article about that company and that man and the specs, or did I just read it? I mean, they got a long way to go until they have any revenue, let alone anything near what Tesla has.
No,
and
totally.
Be wary of that company, man, because that is all pipe dreams right now, as of now at least.
Cooking.
Let me ask you, what's the valuation on Tesla? I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, it's a good one. Let's see. Tesla's $186 billion.
Wow.
But hey, go into the revenue. Go into the revenue, though, because the numbers are staggering, man. They went over it in the Nikola number. In terms of they're taking in $26 billion this year. They're going to take in almost $40 billion next year.
They're growing by 50%. This year to next year, they're growing by 50%.
And look at the profit numbers. Earnings per share, they're going from nothing in 2019 to $4 almost this year and $12 almost next year.
Yeah.
So that's where you're getting. They had quite a shift, man. They were almost going to be bankrupt 2 or 3 years ago. But guess what? Sometimes you just got to get over that last little bit, right? Elon powered it through somehow.
Hey, look, they said the same thing about Amazon, man. If I learned anything,
great point.
Every analyst in the board was saying Amazon's never going to make any money. And guess what? They took over the world.
You know what? They're great comparisons, too, because both companies, man, were trying to revolutionize things. They were spending so much money. They were making no money, right? They were losing just barrels of money while they promised all this future growth. So that and when you do that, there is this critical time that you're just full of debt, right? Full of no money, and you have to make that change. So, and that's where, they made it, man.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Dow right now is up $1.54. You get the Nasdaq up by 92. S&Ps are up 28. Gold's catching the bid. You have $20 right now, 17.51, and the dollar's flat. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get a competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, and hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Well, we happen to be in Florida, folks, and bottom line, which is a sad story here, is that our COVID-19 cases just keep going up. They just come out 3.4% versus 3.2 yesterday, and 3.2 yesterday, folks, was a big number too. Yeah, so.
See if you click on it, if it says anything. I'm just curious if it has
what
the
happens
actual.
At the very beginning, it'll pop up. At the very beginning, it doesn't, and then
it doesn't. Okay.
It'll pop up here. It takes about a minute. No,
that makes sense. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Florida numbers up here just from my show still on one of the tabs on my browser, man. The curve, it doesn't get much steeper, man. We're dealing with, you're going from 2,000. I mean, just for reference, man, May 27th, we were at 379 cases. June 2nd, we were at 617, and as recently as June 8th, we were under 1,000, and we're now dealing with a 7-day average that's about 2,500.
Yeah, no, it's a monster number, man. It's a
steep curve, man.
The thing that's wild is that, I suspect it's just going to be a matter. That goes up a little bit more, and, what had happened, folks, is that when New York was the epicenter, Florida turned around and put a quarantine on anyone coming in from New York for 14 days. That was real. People flew in. If you flew in, you're like done for 14 days.
Yeah, you're required to self-quarantine.
And now New York is going to probably, if it gets worse in Florida, they're going to do the same thing coming out the other side. Because
I would want that to be just like I wanted that to be done to people in New York, right? When we were in Florida, that's the prudent thing to do, man. When you have thousands and thousands of new cases, and especially in a city like New York where everyone is so clustered. Things can get out of hand quickly. Same thing we see in Florida.
Yeah, I know. So let's go take a look at that S&P. So we got we got 3 points down. Wrong one. That's not that one. We want this one. Okay, so this is going to get wild here. Watching, you're back inside a lower range. Okay, so let's take a look at it. We had the high out here generated at 3,144. You're $20 off of that. We're up 26. Now this will have to get under. Like 3117, though. Well, it's not that far from where we are. 3117, this because anything above that is almost a breakout area to another, range. So we'll see how that shakes out. Now, the NQs, because they're the strongest, they're up 99. They're 30 points off. The 30 points is nothing inside the NQs. They'd have to get under, I don't even want to use this one, I don't think. Let's see. That's 1,077. It's really, the NQs really have to get under like 1,020. That's a long way down. It's 60 points down.
Sure.
To get into that lower range. So.
Yeah. I know. It was just such a big week in terms of where we went, man. I mean, things looked really dicey Sunday night at 29, 23, whatever they were. But give it 24 hours, man. Things can change in a heartbeat.
Oh, listen, it depends what you have out here, folks. It depends where everyone's is pushing these option markets around today. You got to remember, if you don't know what white lightning is, folks, white lightning is your trading options that expire today, and anyone can put in some pretty good positions when you're dealing with I'll show you. Mine won't be live on this one. It might be. Hold it 1 second.
What are you trying to pull up?
Well, I'm going to show you just on an S&P how large operators can move into and move out of the market so dramatically. Okay, so 312. Yeah, here it is here, right? So what?
Yeah.
So at the 312 strike price, right? You can, well, here, let's do the 312.50 because we're at 312.41. So at 312.50, you are buying or selling 100 shares for $1.31, okay, which is $1,130. Yeah. The spread, folks, is only 2 pennies.
You're buying for $130, $1.29.
Sorry, yes, $130. So 1,000, you're buying. You're buying. So watch this.
It's $1 a share almost. You know what I mean?
Instead of $312.
Exactly.
So you're going to get some monster movement around here, and that's where the volatility comes in. Because what ends up happening, if you're on the bullish side, that's where you'd be. If you're on the bearish side, we'll just go right over the other side, the 312.50s, and you're going to see on that side, you're talking about 94 to 96 cents.
Sure. Can I jump over? If you pull up my screen, so I got it up on the TD Thinkorswim platform,
Good.
Right? It's cool that they have that implied volatility. So like you're saying, it's about $1.30 to be on the call side. Then it would make sense. It's about $1.30 on the bear side, right? You get them both at the money. What kind of implied volatility for the options expiring today? You're dealing with 18.7% or $2.37, which makes sense. If you want both sides of it, which you could always play, right?
Sure.
You're costing about $2.30. And then it's really cool to see this when you go out, how far the implied volatility is for the SPY. When you look at whether we're in June, right? We're in July. By the time you get out, I mean, I had some of these opened up. By the time you get through the end of this year, you're dealing with 57 points of implied volatility, man. So just always interesting looking at the option market, man, when you go out that far. In a market like this with the VIX above 30 especially.
There's no doubt. If we get back over, I want to go back over to this gold market for a second because I want to show you something, folks. GFI, which has been one of the strongest gold equities out here, this is taken off topside. So this is a good indication that we really might get a lot of action out here. GFI, he closed last night at 754. You're at 833.
Not bad.
This is going to make a run to this top. And, this is one of the first equities that really got some juice going with consistency. So,
is there any news on them?
Yeah, let's take a look.
It's a nice 11% pop, I'm imagining, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
That's,
Even better, right?
Yeah, it's exactly. And that's where I mentioned a little bit earlier. If you watch a lot of them, because what you're looking for is you're looking for something like that when you're a bull. You say, okay, hold it. Why is this moving? Why is that moving? If there's not really good underlying news or just something that's big, it's like, okay, why is that happening? Well, it's happening because they're buying it.
That's right, man.
So
people want to be owners and they're willing to pay more for that share.
They're willing to pay up, and they're willing to pay up before you're coming into a weekend. So
yeah.
Excuse me. So the euro is still flat. The yen, let's go look at the yen for a second. So the yen last night, this is like a sideways move. Yeah. So the yen, we're at 106.94. I mean, we want to see this thing break 106.58 if you're a bull in the metals market. Because the stronger this yen can get, the stronger that gold gets. You know, so.
I was just going to mention, could we take a look at Twilio? One of the Tigers in the den was talking about it this morning. Quite a run this stock has had, man. It's good to be in the cloud business right now, cloud computing, allowing developers to integrate phone calls.
Yep.
Internet, voice communications, text, web, mobile, all of that stuff, man. But quite the run it's had. Can you take a look at that equity?
The low 68, the high's 218. And this is, I got to put this on a weekly because I think this is a much larger ABC up. Yeah, that's what's going on here. This is a monster.
There you go. That's what they were talking about in the den. They thought I was a long-term bull. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
maybe Tom's been talking it up.
It's a large ABC up. And isn't that sick? So look at this. So the B is 151. Your A is 23. So you get $1.25, which gets you. It's really finished. That's what this is actually.
We've exceeded it, right?
Yeah.
In 3 months.
Yeah. Wild, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials right now are trading up 164. Nasdaq's up 80. S&Ps are up 27. Welcome to Quad Witching. Coming right back.
Look at that green.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Big time.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us, and Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam! The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 178, Nasdaq up 83, S&P's up 28. Gold's hanging tough, up $20. You got silver up 39 cents. So not much has actually changed.
Can we look at oil, man? Oil
Yeah.
at $40 to end the week. How about it? Up more than $1? I mean, just oil.
This caught a bid, man. Look at it. It's peeking its head out from the.
I mean, look at that trend since the bottom of April, right?
Yeah. So let's see. You got 40.44. You hit 40.49. Oh, there's no. Hold it. 1 second. This can't be the right contract.
Yeah. What are we in here? We're in.
It is
Q.
Though.
Maybe Q.
CL. It's the active contract, man. That's weird. So the roll must be just starting. This is the active. So
you can try the Q.
Okay.
That's what it's saying maybe on Thinkorswim. CLQ?
Yeah, look at that. See, that's interesting. So this has much more volume. There's no doubt, man. And
yeah.
So they must the roll. Oh, that's what's that's what's going on. The rolls today. That's what's happening. But this is powerful, and this is interesting. So look at yesterday. See that volume yesterday? Now I know that they got to roll this thing. I got to, but the bottom line is that what I've found is that if there's volume, there's volume. No matter, it doesn't matter, man. So that's pushing into highs with volume. So that is saying that that wants to break that area, man. That's going to be pretty wild, man. Not that we're using a lot of oil, but bottom line is they're going to mark it up.
I don't like it, man. I like cheap gas. I like $2 gas.
We all like inexpensive gasoline. There's no doubt about it.
Seriously.
And electric in general.
Right?
You gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Folks, stay right there. We got Thinkorswim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.